Miss Basil. Miss Basil was my dance partner. We went to clubs. We went to clubs all over LA. She was the first one to get in the contest. She would win when we would do a lot of clubs. And at times I wouldn't even place. Toni was so mad. She said, hey, I like you being in the contest. But she said, I ain't dancing in no contest no more. It ain't fair no more. And then I said, Toni, don't worry about it. Then she said, I would get, she wanted to learn some of the steps and that. But Toni picked it up. She was the kind of girl that you do something, she can pick it up. She was one woman that believed in old Don Campbell. LA was something else and it's still going. Right today, it's just looking at you. We still top the dance going around the world.
Love you, Don.
He would talk forever, like Howard says, so he has a million stories to tell.
I'd like to have Toni Basil come up here. I want her to say a few words about meeting me back in the day.
He wants me to tell you about him. I was hanging out with a wonderful guy who eventually became a Soul Train dancer, Lamont de Fontaine Peterson. And Lamont was teaching me the bump at that time. This was 1970, a year before Soul Train. And Lamont said, there's this guy, Don Campbell, who's doing this new dance called the Campbellock that you might be interested in. He said, how can we find him? He said, well, he goes to different clubs than I do because Lamont was gay. There was the gay clubs, there was the straight clubs. And so Lamont took me to these clubs. Now I know where they are, but I didn't know where I was going at the time. And we looked, and one day we were actually uptown at Osco's. Do you remember Osco's? It was on the corner of... Okay, we all know where that was. Okay. And this guy blew through the side door, because, we never paid. He blew through the side door. And Lamont said to me, that's Don Campbell. I said, you didn't need to tell me. It was the most exciting, brilliant, creative dance I had seen since James Brown on the Tammy Show in 1964, which I was the assistant choreographer on. So I saw James live, and I had not seen anything close till Don literally blew through that side door like a tornado. And before anything else happened, he disappeared. He went to another club, of course, because, after I started to learn things, well, we hit different clubs all night long. So that was the beginning of that. And then there was Soul Train in '71, and Lamont was on Soul Train, and Lamont called me and said, we all go over to a place called the Citadel. I know a lot of you will remember it. And he said, we go over there after the taping. And Demita used to be there, Scuba used to be there, Slim used to be there, Robot Charles was there, Greg was there, everyone was there. It was like a real live musical. And people came dressed as Don. People who were brave enough to, to attempt this dance, which was, if I just talk a second longer, what Don gave us, if you think about it, in the 40s and the 50s, people were partner dancing. Then in the 60s, they let go. And they started go-go dancing. But Don's dance gave us you, five, me. It gave the dancer a way to connect with the audience because his arms spoke stories. And Don gave the dancer the opportunity not to dance behind a singer. Thank you, Don.
Yes!
I'm so proud to be part of his legacy, his life, the Lockers, and I know everybody here is proud to know him and to be part of the street dance community. And look at the behavior. We're so fabulous.
Everybody for being.
That was beautiful!